Friday, K-Squad. Oh, this is a big one. About a month ago, December 2nd, I gave a little heads up on what was to come for this coming January, and the response has been enormous. So many of you are in for No Spend January. This is our third annual No Spend Challenge to kick off the new year. Why do we do this? Why would we choose to participate in the No Spend month right off the gate at the start of the year? The way I see it is I love a fresh start to the new year. I like a fresh beginning, and I feel like a lot of us have the best of intentions when a new year starts. This gives us a chance to kind of calm everything down. November, December of the year prior is usually kind of spendy, a little spendier than average. And we want to start the new year already thinking about what our new goals are and what we can accomplish. And if we get right on top of it right at the start, it's much more likely that we're going to reach those goals. And the other added fun about this is that a lot of us are going to do this together, and it's very encouraging. It's such a journey. Like, January is so fun to me because we're all very connected. We're all sharing what's working for us. What are we doing for fun this month? I just can't wait. What are the rules if you want to participate in No Spend January? Well, I'm going to give you how Kate does it, but do not feel like you can't do No Spend January because you don't want to do it the way I do it. Please, please, please make it your own and do it in a way that can make you successful and not feel like, oh, I'm going to fail because I didn't do it exactly the way Kate did. Don't worry about that. Your biggest financial drain might be you go out to eat a lot. And that's something that you are very mindful of, and you're like, geez, I really want to cut back on that. So maybe your No Spend January is you completely cut out fast food or going out to eat. Or maybe it would just even be helpful if you greatly reduced it, okay? Do not take what I do and think that's the only way. There are many ways to get this done and get your financial goals rolling at the start of the year. Make it your own. The way I do it is, of course, I am still going to buy groceries for my home, like normal groceries. I don't even cut back. Like, don't think like, oh, I have to cut. I just get my normal groceries. It's like a normal month, not really much out of the average. If there's something you can cut out a little bit, maybe less chips, less cookies, less processed foods. For me, I might intentionally do that for other reasons, but don't feel like you have to change up your whole grocery game for January. Do your best. You're still getting food, nourishment for your family. I'm still going to pay my mortgage. I'm still going to pay all my bills, utilities, all the regular bills, all the things that make my household run smoothly. So what am I not going to spend on? I'm not going to spend money on entertainment, additional money. I'm not going to go to the movies. I'm not going to get concert tickets. I'm not going to be going out to dinner because I'm going to try to just focus on making meals at home this month, because I find that even though groceries are expensive, it's far less expensive than going out. I'm not going to be buying any new clothes this month, but shout out to my mom for getting me this sweater for Christmas. It's very cozy, loving it. I'm not going to buy shoes. I'm not going to buy accessories. I'm not going to buy home decor. I'm not going to spend on the extras that I don't truly need in the month of January. I'm going to keep a baseline spending. I have to cover the basics. I'm not going to spend on the extras. Instead, I'm going to take that money and save it for a future financial goal. I have a couple things going on coming up, and I'll probably talk more about that next week of what I'm saving for. But for now, let's just get back to our No Spend January framework, figure out what's going to work for you, and let's do this. Got a little excited there. Jeez. Okay. But you guys know me. This is how I get. I get pumped when we want to reach financial goals, and we're going to hit them because we're going to be mindful of our spending. Another big thing that you will find in January is if you're doing this, you're like, oh, I can find ways to occupy my time that might even be more productive. It might be even more fun. It might be even more eye-opening than just spending money in places that you could actually have just as much of a good time for free. And another thing I just want to throw in here is if you're choosing not to do no spend January, because for example, it's your dad's birthday and you have to buy him a gift, listen, carve that out, put it in a box, and let him have that gift, and don't not do the entire month because of a gift. Do you know what I'm saying? Or say you got a call and your friend that you haven't seen in a decade is coming into town and they asked you to go out for drinks and dinner, and like this is going to be literally another 10 years until you see this person. Carve it out, put it in a box, go spend time with that friend that you haven't seen in a decade. Don't think you can't do no spend January because of this one thing. If this is one thing that you're doing and then the rest of the month you're in it with eyes on the prize, don't let it hold you back. But again, if you're thinking January is not good for me, February or March might be better for you, do that for sure. I just don't want you to miss this chance to do this with us because of one thing. But again, to each their own, do you, boo. Next topic of discussion. Kate, I got all these gift cards for Christmas. Can I use them? Heck yeah, you can use them. That's not your money. If you got gift cards, I got gift cards for Taco Bell, Target, and Chipotle. And so if I want to use those up during no spend January, let it fly. Just try not to go over, you know what I mean? But use them up, heck yes. Or maybe you have some gift cards that you've been storing away and you keep thinking like, oh, I don't know when to use these. Use it this month, my friend. Use them. Have a grand old time. You didn't pay for that. More random tips for no spend January. If you are an online spender and perhaps you have your credit card saved in many different places and it's just so easy to just tap, 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 purchase, maybe consider removing your credit cards from those sites for the month. It is a pain to go back in and add them back in, but it's also a pain to overspend and feel cruddy about it when you are in the middle of a no spend challenge. So it's just a possibility. If that's something you are in the habit of doing, create a little friction between you and the purchase that it's going to add a little bit extra annoyance for you to get to the purchase. Just create some friction to help. We need all the help we can get. Secondly, if you have apps that are very tempting and you are very prone to going right to those apps and purchasing, I would delete them off your phone or off your desktop or anywhere just for the month. So again, it's just one more layer out of sight, out of mind, hopefully, to help you save more in January. What will I be doing during No Spend January? I'm going to be reading. I'm going to be taking some time to write. I love writing. I am going to be decluttering, hopefully room by room, and getting rid of all the stuff that is no longer serving me or my home. I'm going to be playing games that we have in our home and making puzzles with my son. We love all those kinds of things, and sometimes they can get away from you when you have to be running here and running there. January, February, and March, you guys, first quarter, it's cold here. I'm going to be making the most of being cozy, happy, right here in my house with my son. Next is one of my favorite parts. It is picking a theme or a word to set the tone for the new year. In 2017, my word was prepare. In 2018, my word was invest. 2019, the word was impact, and that is when the Kaden channel really truly began, when I started making consistent content for you here on YouTube. 2020, my word of the year was be brave. That was the theme, and that is when I purchased my house. 2021, my word was vibrant. I wanted to feel like I was living out loud, and I wanted to feel like I was alive and just have that vibe going all year. 2022, my word, Why am I laughing? My word was simplify. And truth be told, there are some things that I definitely simplified, but in all honesty, 2022 felt so complicated. The irony of picking that word makes me laugh now, but you never know how the year's really gonna go, and we can always start out with the best intentions. And with that in mind, my 2023 word / theme of the year is focus. This word means a lot to me because of the Kate method. If you haven't heard of the Kate method, when you get out of here, you can type in Kate method, Kate Kaden, in the search bar and it will come up. But the first letter of the Kate method is K for keep focus. I want to stay focused this year on the things that are most important to me, the people that are most important to me. And I need to kind of eliminate, another word from the Kate method, distractions, because I can get easily distracted and I need to bring it back to the focus that I need to get the things that I think are going to be the most impactful done in my life for others around me. And focus is going to be greatly required. I have lots of things in mind. I have recently got a little bit more into the habit of turning my phone on do not disturb, because you guys know I'm like squirrel. Oh, and I get pulled in so many different directions when those alerts are on. That's another thing. I have minimized my notifications greatly. I get very few now. I need to be, and I'm not trying to say this cruelly to anyone around me, but I need to be a little less available in order to get things done that are really necessary for me to get done. And I have a hard time shutting out the noise around me sometimes. So that focus word, I am hoping, will help me set some boundaries and get what I need to get done accomplished, and in a way that I am proud of and happy to be doing, and I need to cut out the noise. Now is your turn. Let me know in the comments. And some of you, when I was doing my live what I got for Christmas, some of you already have your words. So let me know in the comments so the K Squad can read through what is your word / theme for the upcoming year, so we can read through and get inspired and just kind of see what everyone's working on. If by chance you commit to no spend January, and on January 4th, you buy something weird that did not fit into your plan, please do not give up on day 4 because of one misstep in your mind. No spend January is not necessarily all about the technicality of how much you're saving. It is the mindset of knowing you already have so much and you don't need to spend so much to be happy, and you are capable of saving for the things that are most important to you by letting go a little of the things that are not as important to you. So don't give up because of one misstep. Keep going. Get back into that mindset. Just because you do one overspend on one thing does not mean you blew no spend January. Are you learning from this? Are you getting a better idea of what you want your year to look like? It's more than just the number. Please know that. It's more than just the number of what you are saving. It is the whole grand picture. It's your intentions. It's your mindset. I keep saying mindset, but it's true. You want to have that frugal mindset where you are still spending, but you are spending on the things that are most important this coming year and less on the things that don't matter so much. That's the whole frugal mindset, to spend on what you truly need and want in this life. If you want to share what your no spend boundaries are going to be in the comments to possibly be helpful for another K Squad member that can't quite decide which route they want to go ahead and leave what your guidelines are going to be for January. So someone else might go, you know what? That makes more sense for me this time. I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to make this no spend my own. I'm going to reach some financial goals and I am going to start this year with your new theme on the right track. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please hit subscribe so you don't miss a video. I always post on Frugal Friday, but in this upcoming year, who knows? I might be putting out some other videos periodically, so make sure you tap the bell so you're notified each time I upload. Hit the like if you like this content. It gets this video to other people that want to possibly participate in No Spend January. And I can't wait to read your comments below, your theme of the year, and what your plan is. Love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.